What is going on, guys? RangoVidsMango12 here, and we've got Spider-Man the Other Evolve or Die Part 5. And this is actually one of my favourite issues so far, and you'll get to see why in a couple of minutes, but there's nothing else to say, so guys, let's get into this comic. Alright, so the comic kicks off with Spider-Man visiting Latveria, and guys, of course you all know where that is. That is the home of Doctor Doom, and it turns out that Spider-Man is actually there with two friends. And the first time I saw them, my first thought was, that kind of looks like the original Iron Man suit, or at least the Iron Giant out of that animated movie. But as you can see, Spider-Man just got nearly eaten alive by a giant fish, and out of all things, that would be the least expected thing for Spider-Man to die of, to be honest. But as you can see, Spider-Man's got one of these awesome goggles where he can see laser traps, he can see secret alarms, etc. And I actually forgot to mention this, but at the beginning of the comic we did see there that Doctor Doom is apparently dead. But guys, this saga, this whole Evolve or Die saga, was years ago. So of course we know that in the 616 universe, Doctor Doom isn't actually dead. He was revealed as the person who was causing all of the universal incursions leading up to the Secret Wars event later this year. So yeah, just ignore that part at the beginning. And of course we also saw him in the recent Miles Morales The Ultimate Spider-Man comic, so that should be evidence enough to say Doctor Doom is still alive. Now, as you can see, Spider-Man has been all this time trying to find the final time machine known to man, and it's of course at Latveria in Doctor Doom's secret lair. And it turns out that those two people in the Iron Man armors were Mary Jane and Aunt May. Now, you're probably thinking, why the hell has Spider-Man brought them here? How could he put them in danger? He would never do that. Well, technically, Spider-Man's dying, isn't he? So he wants to fulfill his life with his family, he wants to give them all he can, he wants to take advantage of his powers and the people he knows to gain access to things that normal people couldn't gain access to, like time machines and stuff like that, so yeah. And as you can see, they travel back in time to when Peter was younger. We're seeing Peter's parents drive off and leave Peter with his Uncle Ben and Aunt May, and I'm actually surprised that Peter reacted this way, especially because I would expect him to know that he's going to see his parents, especially if he's the one that took Mary Jane and Aunt May there. But as you can see, Peter and Aunt May and Uncle Ben and all that, they're all there. Uncle Ben's younger, and Aunt May's just kind of taking it all in with a deep breath and just enjoying the moment where it's at. And when they actually come out of the time machine, they are surrounded by robots, and basically at the end of the gun. And what's really interesting is the fact that they only see Spider-Man as a threat, so Aunt May and Mary Jane don't even matter to these robots. And what is so awesome is the fact that Peter is actually trying to take on all these robots by himself. And just like Peter getting the Parker luck, he always gets really bad luck during really serious situations. And right now is a serious situation. He starts getting these pains from his condition and is pretty much about to be obliterated by these robots, but Aunt May and Mary Jane come to the rescue. They put on their Iron Man armors and blow these robots to pieces, saving Peter Parker. And I really like the humorous side of this comic, especially towards the end. I always say that, but you've got to admit, Spider-Man's Spider-Man. He's always got some kind of humor in his comic series. As you can see on screen there, Spidey actually did carry all of the Iron Man armor up the stairs all the way to Tony Stark's office by himself, and then discovered that they have secret special robots to do that, so he basically just broke his back for nothing. And as you can see on screen, he actually went to Las Vegas and used his spider sense to his complete advantage to maybe get some money for Aunt May and Mary Jane, so that once he's died, well, his family can support themselves, I suppose. But wherever he goes to Las Vegas. There's villains robbing a bank there, there's villains robbing the casino there, and wherever he goes, he just cannot get away from crime. That must be some serious Peter Parker bad luck right there. Even worse, Marlin is back to find Peter, and this time he's back to kill him, but he cannot find him anywhere. And I mean absolutely anywhere. He goes to the Daily Bugle, he goes to his apartment, he goes to Stark Industries, and he is absolutely nowhere to be found. And I'm even surprised that Wolverine couldn't even smell Marlin in the same room as him. Like, come on Wolverine, step up your game, man. But as you can see, Peter and Mary Jane are in space, so that's why Marlin can't find them. But anyway, so as I was saying at the beginning of the video, this is my favourite issue so far in the Spider-Man The Other Evolve or Die series, well, saga, and I think you guys may know why. It's because Peter is actually enjoying himself. He's trying to fulfill his family's wants and stuff like that, and he's trying to spend time with his family and with his wife Mary Jane, and he's using his powers to his advantage for once, because he's going to die whether he likes it or not. And of course that hits MJ right now, where she starts crying, because the reality of this is everything's all nice, everything's really wonderful, enjoying space, going to time travel and stuff like that, but at the end of the day it's a pretty traumatic experience, especially for Aunt May, and that's probably going to break her if Peter dies. So, you know, that, I mean, I'd cry, but I already know what happens, so, yeah. But either way, guys, what did you think of this issue? Hit the like button below this video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys thought of this issue. Guys, go to my Facebook page with a link in the description. You can get previews for the Secret Wars coming out later this year. And of course, you can get an early sneak peek to the final ending of the Ultimate Universe in Miles Morales The Ultimate Spider-Man issue 12. Also on my Facebook page, so go check that out. It's also a pretty good idea to follow me on Twitter as well by going to the links in the description, because I do actually tweet about whether I'm editing a video and what video I'm editing and when it's going to be up and whether I'm having problems with that. And let's not forget that you can tweet at me, and of course I will reply. So yeah, that's always fun. Let me know. Go to the links in the description to my Twitter and Facebook. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.